Welcome to How to Become a Production SQL Database Administrator. My name is Raphael. In this course, the ultimate guide in becoming a SQL Server DBA, we're going to be asking the questions that most students have been asking. And so if your questions are, if you're wondering what is SQL Database Administration, or if you've wondered what is an SQL Database Administrator, or if you've wondered what it takes to become an SQL Database Administrator, or even if you've wondered what are the responsibilities of a database administrator, and finally, if you're wondering what are the rewards in becoming an SQL Database Administrator, then this course will answer some of those questions. And what is the courses you need for a successful path to becoming an SQL Database Administrator? As you can see, there's a tremendous amount of questions here, and we're going to be answering them individually throughout this course. So let me go over here and answer a couple of things here. So this course is designed for those students who have not taken any of my courses yet, or any SQL courses, and are interested in becoming a SQL Database Administrator. So this course will provide you with the answers and much more. We will set up a SQL environment in a virtual environment so that you actually get exposed to what the functions are of an SQL server and what an SQL server looks like. Then we'll look at some of the responsibilities of a SQL Database Administrator and all the software that is needed for the SQL Database Administration, for the virtual box and the operating system. We're going to be downloading, installing, configuring, deploying into a test environment, and I'll be providing you that with the links that allows you to get trial periods of those, so you don't have to purchase any of these software that you need. At the end of the course, you will have all the knowledge and the questions hopefully answered. So let's get into a little more detail of what this course is going to provide for you and how I'm setting it up to answer some of these questions that we've been talking about here. So if you're wondering what SQL administration primarily is and what a DBA does, and is it right for me, then these videos that are going to come through, and you can go through, see if this is meant for you. So let me now go to my Word, and here it is. So the ultimate guide in becoming an SQL Database Administrator. These are the individual videos that I'm going to be creating from scratch, so you get a good understanding of what an SQL database environment is and how to function within it. We're first going to be asking what is VirtualBox, and I'll answer that question with a video. And then we're going to actually create a virtual machine. We're going to download and install all the extensions for the tools that are needed for the virtual machine. And then we're going to install the operating system, Windows 2012. We're going to what's called promote this operating system to what's called a domain controller, so you understand what a domain is. Then I'm going to add what's called IP addresses to the domain. And then I'm going to create another second virtual machine that will add and join this domain. And on that particular virtual machine, I'm going to install SQL 2017. I'm going to bring down and install AdventureWorks 2014 database that you'll be working against. And then we're going to go into some of the functions of what a DBA does very briefly, such as backing up a database. And we'll go over what is the TSQL language, that's the primary language of managing SQL Server. And I'll give you a few examples of the most common language statements, such as select, where, update, delete, and a couple examples of join. At the same time, I will be providing you how to navigate through the virtual box here environment, because this is the environment we're going to be working against rather than your desktop. And I'll be explaining that as we go along. And then all the trial courses and the trial softwares that you need will be provided for you through various links. So there's nothing to purchase here. The virtual environment called VirtualBox is free, and we'll download and install that. Then the operating system, Windows 2012, we're going to download, and they say 180-day trial period, as is the SQL 2014. So while the VirtualBox will be free and permanent, the other two will be provided for as a download for 6 months, which is 180 days. And I'll be providing you with the links and the necessary software that you need. So for the link of the software for VirtualBox is here, and I'll be showing you how to install that. The operating system is here. The SQL Server is here, and then we'll go and download and install the AdventureWorks 2012 database, so you can go there and look at it. So to address questions of what are the courses you're going to need, there are a lot of courses that I've already created. So if you go to Udemy and search for the and type in my name, Raf Asghar, you'll get the necessary courses, and these courses are designed to make you a DBA. So if I go to my browser here, And if you go to udemy.com and type in my name, Raf, A-S-G-H-R, and click on it, you'll notice that I've already got courses that are dedicated to becoming an SQL Database Administrator. And they are as following. We've got Learn T-SQL, which is mandatory. We've got SQL Administration Part 1, 2, and 3. We've also got SSRS Part 1 and 2. We've also got SSIS, which is Integration System. I've also got a video dedicated to getting a job and so on. And there's other videos coming out, courses coming out that will be beneficial to you. So this is something that I would advocate you look into once you get to that stage. So here are the another question that most students have been asking is, what is the sequence that we'll be taking if I'm interested in becoming a DBA? Well, this is the sequence to take them in this order. Take Learn T-SQL first, SQL Administration Part 1, 2, and 3, followed by SQL Reporting Services Part 1, followed by SQL Server Integration Services, and then SQL Reporting Services Part 2. I have been creating at this time, it's not uploaded, which is a mock internship program Part 1 and Part 2. And I don't want to talk about that at this point, but it will be a great benefit to those who are serious about becoming an SQL. At the end of this course, and at the end of the course taking all these courses that I've mentioned, you'll be in the market to actually start applying for junior DBAs. And if you have any questions or coupons or you need issues, then email me at my email right here, or instant message me on Udemy. So this is going to be a tremendous amount of effort that we're going to be doing together. But as I said, by the end of the course, you'll have the ultimate guide in becoming an SQL DBA, and you'll have a clear answer to all these questions regarding here. So if at the end of the course, you'll be understand what SQL Database Administration is, what are the responsibilities of a DBA, what are the responsibilities of DBAs, and what are some of the rewards in becoming a DBA. Let me point out that the rewards for a DBA, if you do become a DBA, even as a junior DBA, are great. The starting salaries for a junior DBA are about $75,000 to $80,000, and you can certainly promote yourself to a mid-level or senior in time. So these are some of the courses that you're going to do, courses that you're going to need to do, which I've mentioned here. But in this particular example, as I said, we're going to start off by creating a virtual box, and then I'll create a virtual machine. Just before I get to that, let me explain what that means. As you know, if I minimize this, minimize everything here, as you know, this is your desktop or laptop. And we do not want to install at this point for this testing purposes, we do not want to install SQL Server here, although you can. But the other thing is we want to install a operating system, Windows 2012. And your desktop or laptop may have a different operating system. So what the VirtualBox application allows you to do is create a application that within the application, you create a operating system and then you install SQL Server on that. So it does not interfere with your desktop or laptop operating system. It's completely independent, and that's what this VirtualBox application does. In the next coming videos, I'll be showing you the various sites to how to download the VirtualBox, how to download all the various software that you need, and then we can begin. So this is going to be a great benefit to the person who wants to know how to become an SQL database DBA. I've had a lot of questions from the thousands of students that I have that are even taking the courses, but I think this will answer the questions to those students who are not my students at this point, or my future students who are coming in and trying to answer this question of what it takes to become a production SQL database administrator. So hopefully by the time you finish this video itself and taking along what I'm going to be explaining, it'll answer your questions if you have any. So I think I'll leave it here, and we'll continue with the next video of looking at the software that is needed and what is a VirtualBox. So my name is Raphael, and this is how to become a production SQL Database Administrator. See you in the next video.